Hi, my name is Debby Sjogren, and my husband and I are with a ministry called UnveilinGLORY. A lot of the ministry that we do is overseas in other countries around the globe, and we've seen the problems that can arise among the poor and needy in some of these countries. One of the greatest needs is in the area of feminine pads for young ladies during their monthly cycle. You see, over there, girls can't just simply jump in the car and run to the store and buy sanitary supplies. They just don't have the money, nor do their parents. So they're stuck with a problem. We have learned that one of 4 possibilities will happen. First, some just literally dig a hole and sit down on the ground for 5 days until their time is done. That's all they know to do. But this means
between their monthly periods, they stay at home until they complete their days, then they come to school. So they get behind because they are not getting the lessons. For 5 days, they are staying at home.
So they are missing 5 days of school every month because of their menstrual cycle. Now to describe the second option, which isn't clean or good for their health.
Tell me about the girls. Yeah, the girls, if they do not have towels, what do they do during their time?
They use materials.
Such as?
The clothes materials which has been used to help themselves. Yeah, the old ones. By that time it was very hard because they need water to wash them every time. And
these dirty clothes bring about disease, which then sends them to the doctors and can put them out of school, getting them even further behind. The third option is asking people for help, but many times that goes wrong.
Because most of them miss schools, they miss lessons, and then they go borrowing money from other people who may take advantage of them.
My heart breaks when I hear those words, take advantage of them. You and I both know what that means. They're being raped. And many times that turns into a pregnancy that these young women are not prepared for at this age of life. The result is often the girls getting an abortion or simply going into hiding until the baby is born. But then they're really behind in school. So they will drop out of school many times, and that means they will end up in prostitution, the only thing that is left for them to make money. However, the fourth option is the worst. They choose to purposely sell their bodies in order to get enough money to buy sanitary pads. This usually leads them into a life of prostitution. As you can tell by listening to these 4 options, the need for sanitary pads is a very serious problem every girl faces. And as you know, it can be humiliating. One young girl started her period during school, and the teacher didn't handle it correctly. She was so humiliated in front of her classmates that the worst case scenario resulted.
Girls have been missing schools, and we have had cases of suicide when girls are ridiculed during this important time whereby some teachers cannot understand them and they're making fun of them. So you are rescuing a girl child, and when you rescue a girl child, you're rescuing a family, you are rescuing a community.
But there is a solution. For the past 2 years, we at UnveilinGLORY have been taking over reusable feminine pads sewn by volunteers here in the States. These pads have tremendously helped the girls over in Kenya.
But for now, I'm sure they'll not go borrowing money, and they'll still be in school when those menses come.
But now we thank God. They are coming to school every day. There is no school dropouts. Because
these pads have been wonderful, but we have been limited by the number of trips we take. And with COVID-19, we haven't been taking any trips this year. But we have discovered women in Kenya who need work and who can sew. So we thought of an idea. Why not empower these women with jobs and have them sew the reusable feminine pads right there in country? Then delivering the pads and distribution to the girls would be immediate. So we did a test run on it earlier this year. Our Kenyan friends can put 1 set of these reusable pads together for about $2.50. This money is not only for the material, but also for their time and the transportation needed. So for $50 a month, you can be saving 20 girls, not only from a life of prostitution, but to a life of dignity, with education, purpose, and meaning. And these reusable pads last up to 5 years. Imagine your monthly donation adding up to 20 girls the first month, 20 more girls the second month, 20 more girls the third month, and so on, totaling 240 girls in a year. We are calling this project Delivering Dignity. Yes, delivering dignity will give these girls a gift. Instead of living a life of shame for 5 days each month, these young women will be given a gift that honors their womanhood and enables them to live every day of the month with dignity. You know, one thing that really excites me is that you and I will get to meet these girls in heaven, and we'll hear story after story of how the gift of these pads changed the course of their life forever. And if you ever want to come with us, please come to Africa to help deliver these pads to the girls. We can put you in front of a classroom of young ladies where you will tell them your story and how to use the reusable pads. So what do you think? Would you like to be a part of this project? If you can or can't donate at this time, at least join us in prayer. We'd love to see God raise up 500 women who can pledge $50 a month to help these girls in Africa. That would mean 10,000 young ladies being helped every month, 120,000 every year. Imagine what these reusable pads could do for these girls. To help us reach that goal, would you pass this on to 3 others and see if they'd like to join the project? We'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions, please call our office at the number below or email me at this address. We'd be glad and honored to talk to you. Thank you for giving consideration to help deliver dignity to young women all across the continent of Africa.